Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I styled my Izuku Midoriya cosplay wig. I got this wig off of Amazon. I can't remember the exact brand. If I could find it, I will pop it up on the screen somewhere. If not, then I am sorry. But I'm using a like a fine-tooth comb, and I'm using that to tease up most of the wig because it is more of a he has a lot of volume in his hair. So I'm just doing like a basic tease all around the wig to start off because I'm going to go and tease more if I need to in certain areas once I do the individual kind of like curl spike things that he has going on because his hair is like kind of curly but like kind of like all over the place at the same time. And I did leave the front alone because I'm going to be styling that differently later. And then I think, oh, sorry if you see all that stuff on the table again. It's just a hot mess when I do this stuff. But I'm going in and looking at reference photos and then going in by sections to kind of not only use my straightener to apply heat so that it styles and stays more upright with the tees, but I'm also doing that to curve the edges to kind of look like curls, like how the ends flip or curl or go this way, go that way. And then I'm using my fingers to kind of feel how cool and how hot the synthetic hair is. Because if it's still very hot, I'm not going to let go of it right away because it will just fall flat. But if it's still fairly hot, I'll just kind of like hold it and feel it and kind of mold it to the shape I want it to cool in so that it keeps that shape a lot more, if that makes any sense, because heat styling works really well for me, on at least on synthetic wigs. If you do have a synthetic wig, make sure it is heat resistant before applying any kind of heat, because if it's not, then it will probably melt. But yeah, I'm just going all throughout the head. I'm starting out in like the front area and then kind of just having to like guess a lot like where certain areas and gonna be going together and all that. And I could have used my curling iron for this, which I probably should have, because I have a small like mini curling iron that I could have used, but I just didn't feel like going to grab it. I was just in a lazy mood that day. And then I'm going back in and doing more teasing if necessary. Sorry about that. I swear some days I could like speak normally, other days I'm just like tripping all over my words. Or if I'm just trying to talk really fast like I do in my voiceover sometimes, I just kind of trip and stumble over my words. Or my like mind just kind of goes blank, like I totally forget what I'm saying. But as you can see, I just keep doing that all over. I do have a glove on one hand because right after I get it out of the straightener, it is very hot, and for my skin, I mean, I am like accustomed to heat, but like it's still could like feel like it's burning. So another thing to consider while doing heat styling like this. But here I'm just kind of showing you the progress I've made so far. And then when it comes to like the lower parts, since the wig is shorter, the lower down along the face and neckline that you get, certain areas I just flip back toward like the back of the head, and then at the very bottom I will be flipping more like upward. You'll see that later. I think I ended up getting somewhat good of a shot. I had to like, since my stand is so high, I had to take my camera off and put it down onto the table and kind of angle it upward so you could see what I was doing. But now you could kind of see the progress I'm making finally. Like, it wasn't like as noticeable at first, but you could kind of see how it's going like this. If you want it to be like more movable and like less stiff, because like mine, like I'm doing it like a really high volume, more of a stiff style, closer to like the anime than like what a natural hairstyle would look like. You could definitely go that way for sure. But I don't know if I've actually shown that I've used hairspray. I think I might have used hairspray at this point. I used the Got to Be Glued freeze freezed something. Got to Be Glued freeze styling spray or something like that. I don't know. It's in the yellow bottle. And yeah, just this is very tedious. Took a long time to do, and it was like kind of a pain in the butt. Like I was watching something. I can't remember what exactly, but I was watching something while I was doing this because I was like, this is going to take ages. I'm going to be so bored. So I decided I was either watching something or listening to music. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the male wigs that I do have a lot more styling to them, at least for like the characters I'm going to be doing in My Hero series, because I have Toga, and like her wig was pretty easy to style because it was pretty much already styled how it needed to be. I just needed to make it more to my liking. Same with Ochako. And then now right here I have my camera pointing downward. Sorry if you see like stuff on my dress form in the back and all that. I was working on a cosplay the other day. And yeah, just flipping up the very back lowest parts of the hair just so it's like going more upward and not in or anything like that. I found I couldn't really tease the shortest parts because it's like so short as it is. So I just thought that it would add more volume too if I flipped them upright. But yeah, after I post this video, I will be posting my Izuku Midoriya cosplay makeup and then like me in the outfit and all that good stuff. And then my next one, I already have my Himiko Toga wig styling video and my makeup tutorial for that filmed. I just have to edit those as well. And then my next look is going to be Bakugo, although the next set of videos after my Izuku Midoriya ones that I'm going to be posting is just a regular makeup tutorial because I did film one regular makeup tutorial so far in between all of this because I wanted a break. And then I'm going to be going in and I'm going to be using like a bristle type brush to go over and smooth out areas so it's not quite so frizzy in areas where I did tease. And after I had hairspray, like all the little flyaways and all of that, make sure that they're nice and laid down on each little individual section. Yeah, I mean, there's still little bits and pieces that were like flyaways and stuff, but you know, it just takes so much patience and I was running out of it. And you can see I still haven't done the front yet, but after I do all this, I do believe I go down with one more final spray of hairspray to make sure everything's nice and locked into place. This is pretty much how I styled it the first time. I did do this cosplay before, but this is like an updated version of it, and I never did wig tutorials for them. So yeah, I thought I would make sure I do wig tutorials this time around. And then I'm going to be going in to oh yeah, there it is. Got to be glued freezing spray. And there is me spraying all of it, and I am going to be focusing on the front after this, I believe, like the front sections to kind of make sure it goes in the right way and all that jazz. I don't know why I'm spraying the absolute heck out of it. I keep going back in. I was like, it needs more. No, no, it needs more. And I was like, oh my god, that's so much. But I'm like, no, it needs more. So I'm just apparently making sure it's like super duper stiff because this hairspray makes everything super duper stiff. But and then I'm going to be going into the. Am I going into the front? No. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm doing more like making sure like the very ends of the curls are like together and not like too like splayed out. Like not all of them needed this done to them because some of them were already all together, but then some of them needed a little bit more coaxing. But yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. Let's see, since I've already had 3 filmed, I think I have like 9 more looks. So after Bakugo, it's going to be like 8 more looks that I'm going to be doing. And then I'm going to be doing maybe a couple more cosplays before I end up moving this summer. I'll have to see how everything falls into place after my surgery and all that jazz. So I'll keep you guys updated, like the closer it gets, and then like what happens with my results after, if I'm going to need further surgery or if everything's okay. I'm just patiently, well, not patiently, I'm so impatient about this. I'm just waiting for it to come and go so I could get my pathology results and see if there's something else that needs to be addressed and all that good stuff because I think that is what is the most troubling thing on my mind. Because most days, like, I don't think about it too much, but then some days it's like all I can think about. I'm like, oh, it's just like the weight is like ridiculous. But as of me doing this video, it is February 25th, and I think by the time I post this, it'll probably be maybe the very beginning of March, so we shall be closer then, so that's good. Thumbs up. Okay, now I think I'm going to be focusing on the front. Yes, I am, because it's facing the front. And I do tease this lightly, but only underneath. I want to make sure it doesn't look too teased at the top part. And then after I do tease it, I'm going to do the same thing that I did earlier. I'm going to heat treat style it. So with my straightener, I'm going to straighten it in the proper directions so that it not only holds the tease better, but it also goes in the proper directions of the hair fall. One thing about this wig is like you could see sparse sections after I did this, like more so in the back than anything, because it seems like a lot of my cosplay wigs are a little more thin in the very like back parts of the head. But teasing it does help prevent a lot of that from showing as well, so that's also a good thing. But yeah, and then I keep going, I think I used the heat yet? I wasn't even looking, I'm sorry. Um, oh yeah, I'm kind of like figuring out like the front parts I'm going to be curving more inward toward my face or like slightly out to the side because I don't want them to be like too drastic because I do want the hair to fall in my face a little still because in photo reference, that's how it looks, so that's how I decided to do it. But you can see how I kind of curve it like inward but also slightly to the side. And then let it cool and then I will be oh, apparently I needed to tease more. I didn't have enough volume apparently. And not only did I like keep the bangs for last, but there's also some parts on the very sides, like that kind of go down the sides of the face that I had yet to touch, which I'm also going to be styling as well. I just realized that you might hear a clicking in the background while I'm talking. My clock. I didn't realize how loud it was until I took a break just now. I was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a clock." So yeah, that could be slightly annoying. I'm sorry if you've been hearing that, but I'm just going back toward the front and kind of like making sure certain areas look good before I quite finish on the heat and all that. So I just flip it inward like this, and then let it cool, and then I will be going in and hairspraying and all that jazz. I know this video is a little longer than my Ochako wig tutorial, so I'm sorry about that if it seems like it's dragging on forever. I just figured I would try. I did speed up the video, but then I also wanted to make sure that there was enough of it, so like you didn't have to keep rewinding to see certain parts if you wanted to like follow along. I don't know if it's good enough for people to follow along or if people want to. I don't know. I just thought, you know, put it out there. It might help somebody. And hey, if me talking throughout the tutorial bugs you at all, you could just mute me and watch the wig styling part so you could like just get that and not have to listen to me talk on and on and on and on for like what is it like a 15-minute video or whatever it is. So yeah, I kept going back and forth with some the hair straightener and then curving it inward, making sure it was all nice and cooled and falling in the right way. And then I do go in with hairspray and I make sure everything's held in place with the hairspray, but I also make sure to tame down any little flyaways and smooth everything out so it looks nice and smooth, not too messy. So you could see me going back and forth with like multiple different things like the hairspray and then the comb and all of that. I will be attaching one of my TikToks to the end of this so that you see what the wig looked like on, since I am not going to be having the makeup tutorial posted for this yet, so you won't know how it looks on unless I actually show you in a different video. So yeah, if you want to see what it looks like, you could just go to the end of the video and see it there. But I hope so far everybody's 2021 hasn't been too harsh on them. Mine has been kind of a kick in the butt. But we've been managing things. I just got a cavity. One of my fillings got messed up, and I just had it fixed the other day, and my gums got so swollen afterward. It didn't happen the first round that I got my cavity filled, but when they were fixing it, I don't know what they did, but like my gums were angry at me. I mean, it's still kind of sore, but like they're not quite as swollen. It's just like sore to the touch on the outside of my face. But right here, I'm just using some hairspray on my fingers and running it along the very ends of those sections to make sure that they're kind of staying together and not like wildly flying all over the place. Kind of make it look like they come to a point, if that makes any sense. And I regret doing this every time I do it because that hairspray gets so stuck on my fingers that no matter how many times I wash my hands, like later on throughout the day, I'm still peeling some of it off of like my cuticles, under my nails, and places I didn't know that I got. But yeah, I just keep repeating this step until I kind of like how it's going. And then afterward too, I did go in with some scissors and like cut off any like very long flyaways that maybe I didn't notice the first time around. So I just cut those to make everything look nice and uniform. Make sure all the little points don't look like too flat and like boxy at the end. So like more to a point than like a flat straight line, if that makes sense. Yes, I'm making sense, right? Okay. Oh yes, there I am with the scissors. You could see right there. I'm just cutting certain little areas. But yeah, I mean, I hope that these tutorials like help you at all if you want to style a wig like this. I will have that TikTok, but without the sound, at the end of this because I don't want to get like copyright anything. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already, or if you want to, and I'll see you in my next one. And there's the finished wig, and then here's the video.